such a strange and amusing place. One day you buy him rocket ship underpants, and then the next they're in outer space. Mama, don't you know you keep the whole world turning round?
How much weight did you gain when you were pregnant with your first child?
Number one, 25 pounds.
And then your second?
17.
That's not very much.
Katie's little.
She is little.
Matt was like 35, which was weird. He was humongous.
Yeah.
He was huge. Lola came a month early. I gained like 28 pounds with her. And then John was 50.
50?
50.
Wow.
I mean, it was like out of control. Like,
Were you eating a lot, or was it just, that's just the way it went?
I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I just got really big. And he got really big. He was huge when he was born.
Yeah.
He was
I
huge.
know.
And it's terrible. Like, I felt really bad about myself. Now, fortunately, when I was pregnant with Sam versus when I'm pregnant with John, you know, there's a big, 12 years of age difference. The maternity clothes are way better nowadays than they were.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what we wore? We wore like the
Tents. They were just tents.
The horrible maternity jumpers.
Although, I don't know that I could ever be comfortable in form-fitting maternity clothes.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you're
I
different
wore the really
generation.
tight,
There's no
Here's
weight.
the thing. I'd rather have people see a bump than go, because here's how I carry my weight with pregnancy. I feel like somebody just attaches a hose to me and just starts inflating me. I just start getting bigger all over and stuff. I'd rather have like something that accents a little bump. So even if my face is getting fatter or my fingers and everything, people are like, oh, but she's pregnant.
Okay.
Don't you think?
I could never be comfortable like that, but that's just my hang-up probably.
My mother-in-law,
I wore the tents and I was very happy with them.
You were not.
I was
Nobody's happy in those tents. They're horrible.
It was fine. I was pregnant during the summer both times, and it was just shorts and tent tops. It was fine.
When I was pregnant with Matthew, I got so big. I didn't gain that much weight, but I was really carrying a lot of water. And I decided to go to the pool. He was born in July. He was over 9 pounds. He was miserable. So I went to the pool, and there were like these teenage boy lifeguards there that looked at me like they couldn't even imagine a human body could get that gross.
Yeah, I know.
It was really...
It does get
and
a little
I
out
didn't
of
even
control.
care. I was just like, I just have to sit in the water. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it was...
See, luckily, when
you give up a little bit of dignity.
I was pregnant, we had a pool in our backyard, so I didn't even have to go out in the public to get in the pool.
Well, according to my mother-in-law, nobody should be out in public when they're that big. She was like, seriously, you just need to stay home until the baby's born.
See, I gained, with Taylor, I gained 35 pounds. And by the time I left the hospital, I had only had 5 pounds to lose. So I was carrying a lot of water, a lot of fluid.
Yeah.
And with Avery, I gained 32 pounds, but I had like 7 to lose, so a little bit more.
Yeah.
And there was a 5.5-year difference. I was a lot older.
Right.
So, but my doctor was maniacal about weight gain. He did not want us to gain more than 30 pounds. All of his patients. That's what he said. 30 pounds
Well,
is
he
it.
would have been really disappointed in me.
Well,
what are you going to do?
I gained 35 and 32, so I broke the number too. But he used to, when I would go in for my checks and I'd get weighed, he used to put his foot on the back of the scale just to scare me, so that I would kind of like freak out. I've gained too much weight.
I would just step on the scale backwards and tell her not to say a word to me. I don't let people weigh me anymore. I'm a little neurotic about it.
It kind of worked though. I mean, because he was so maniacal about it that it was his voice was in my head constantly, So even though I was really sick and morning sickness and everything, I basically had to kind of eat what I could eat, but I was still very concerned about it.
Jen, are we doing anything good? Yeah. Is this entertaining at all?
Totally, especially that part.